Oh, you the politicalize.
Good evening, viewers. You're welcome to the program once again. This is City Stand, and I'm Michael Adekunle. We told you we'll be back here in the evening, and we are right here at the stand. Yeah, we're right here. All right, it is evening belt. Evening belt. Of course, we ran the program some months back, which we kind of suspended it. But we are back on it again. I have a respondent here with me this evening and ready to discuss what is currently going on in the country. It is the protests for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today is the 20th of October, 2025. We are witnessing another era in our democracy. Yeah, Nnamdi Kanu has been detained for over 4 years, and which Nigerians are calling for his release. Is there any reason the federal government of Nigeria is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Omoyele Sowore is in Abuja. The protest started in the morning. That's why we were running the morning program. That's on City Stand, which still continues. I don't know if currently it's still ongoing, but okay, I think that's died down, right? All right. But we shall be looking at what transpired, what happened in the course of this agitation or protest or demonstration for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There was heavy security presence in the federal capital territory, that's Abuja. There was tension in the country before these protests. As of Saturday, Sunday, serious tension in the country. Some were of the opinion that it will result to violence. And don't forget that today, um, you know, marks a, would I call it a sad day in the lives of many Nigerians. 20th of October 2020. Yeah, many lives, were lost as a result of the protest that took place at Lekki. It took place across various states in Nigeria, but that of Lekki to Gate was something else. And many lost their lives, and which Omoyele Sowore, the publisher of Sahara Reporters and the convener of Revolution Now, uh, chose this day or this date to demand the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm sure my esteemed viewers are right in the comment section and reacting this evening. I told you we'll be here in the evening. I've been in Oba for how many hours waiting for John James. You're welcome. All right, let me quickly say hi to the viewers as usual. Yeah, it's our tradition to first of all, before we start anything, greet our esteemed viewers. I have Gladys Oyabo right here in the comment section, and I say good evening to you, Mrs. Gladys Oyabo. GOA is also here, and he says, live in the evening. Yeah, we're live in the evening. This is not the first time we're going live in the evening. We've done it before, but we had to suspend it due to one reason or the other. All right, Don Kizzy, MC is also here with us. We're not left alone. I will say good evening to you, Don Kizzy. We have Mohammed Sese. Okay, he's watching us from Sierra Leone. Wow, that's great. That's great. Good evening to you, Mohammed. We have Daniel Ometa, and the same good evening to every one of us at the stand this evening. Thank you so much for joining us, Daniel Ometa. Omar Begbinoba is also here. That's the man who celebrated his child's birthday yesterday, the 19th of October. All right, I can see on the screen Agnes. Agnes, good evening. Welcome to the program. Wow, I'm seeing different names, this evening. And I urge you to please subscribe to the channel. This is City Stand, where the opinion, the views of the masses matter. It counts, honestly. Thank you so much, GOA. He says, well done, Mike. All right, GOA. I really appreciate your compliment this evening. Yeah, Gladys says she's watching from USA. Yeah, we know Gladys is always watching us from United States of America. Mrs. Tina just chatted me up a few minutes ago, and she said one or two, and I say thank you to you, Mrs. Tina, and I really appreciate it simply means she joined the program in the morning. Yeah, thank you so much, Mrs. Tina. All right, let's quickly move down to the story. It's an update of what's happened. Okay, Kingsley James, thank you for joining us as well. Yeah, good evening. Thank you so much. All right, it simply means you are not left alone. The viewers are seriously connecting this evening. All right, to the controversial protest that took place in Abuja. There were live bullets. Yeah, live bullets were fired. Protesters were tear gassed. Nnamdi Kanu'S brother was arrested. I don't know if he's released. His lawyer too, as his counsel, was arrested. But according to the report we got a few minutes ago, he's been released. But we don't know that of the brother of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We heard that he was beaten. He was beaten. That's an assault. All right. A day like this that signifies so much sadness, like sadness and sorrow, I don't think should be taken for granted. We all know what happened on a day like this. I remember I was at Lekki Toll Gate. I was at Lekki Toll Gate before the incident happened. Yeah, before it occurred. Yeah, I left there around past 4. I got to Ikeja. So there were protesters at Ikeja. Yeah, secretariat there. And after that, I left Ikeja. I was trying to rush home. I heard that people were, being killed at Lekki took it. You watched it as well. Yeah, so a day like this shouldn't be taken for granted. All right, let's quickly move down to Daily Post. This evening was Daily Post saying it's an update on the protest that went down this morning and afternoon in Nigeria. Human rights activist Omoyele Sowore has accused security operatives of launching an unprovoked attack on peaceful protesters during Monday's free Nnamdi Kanu rally in Abuja. Sowore, who spoke on the Monday edition, who spoke to newsmen, confirmed the news. All right, we have to move to another story here for us. All right, we heard that there was a counter protest as regards what went down today. And one of our dailies is saying that counter protesters on Monday gathered in Abuja to oppose the free Nnamdi Kanu demonstration calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Witnesses said the counter protesters arrived around 10 a.m. that's in the morning near the Labour House Bridge in the city's central area, waving Nigerian flags and carrying placards that read "No pressure to the rule of law." The protesters also had music playing in the background as they voiced support for due legal process in Kanu's case. The demonstration came in response to the rally organized by activist and Sarah Reporters publisher Omoyele Sowore demanding Kanu's unconditional release from detention. The IPOB leader has been in detention since June 2021, facing terrorism charges linked to separatist campaigns for an independent Biafra. All right, my respondents are here, like I said earlier on, and we'll be reacting to what we have on board this evening. Suma, good evening. Femi, you're also welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. It is Evening Belt. Yeah, Evening Belt on City Stand. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you, Mr. Michael, and I welcome you, our viewer across the, globe. I say thank you for joining us again this evening. That means you put us in your hearts. Otherwise, who we care? But thank you for joining us once again. Thank you very much.
All right, Suma, you're also welcome to the program this evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Kunle, and our viewers out there. Thank you for coming out this evening also to hear us out. Yeah.
All right, according to the news we got, there was a counter protest as regards what went down today. We don't know if it was a sponsored one. It was a sponsored one to neutralize the demonstration that took place in Abuja.
Definitely, it will be a sponsored one.
I remember Gentleman Mike said it. That was on Saturday.
Yes.
Was it Saturday?
Yes.
Said
That will be
that we should expect a counter protest.
Yes, that's true.
Now we shouldn't be surprised.
Let me tell you, you see, when you are analyzing here and you are seeing the reality, some people thought maybe you are supporting or you are happy about what is happening. But I can't be crying, even if I'm seeing something that is wrong and I'm seeing it and I'm predicting what is going to happen. And I've been saying that this man you want to, protest against has been a master strategist. He has been the brain behind one of the most successful protests we are having in this country. He has been the brain behind. There is no other labor leader that can champion a protest that will be, as strong as that one during the Oshiomhole. And where is Oshiomhole now? Is one of the foot soldiers of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So Tinubu was brain behind opposition before. Now, unfortunately, we have him as our president. And I've been saying that since Nigeria have been able to wumble and fumble, and we have Tinubu as our president, except drama at every corner. So all what is happening today, that's what is going to happen. And I said it that 1,000 protests cannot remove Nnamdi Kanu from that place. I said it, and that's what is going to happen. There's nothing anybody can do about it at this moment. What I think this protest will do is that it will give them a hot chase so that they will have a speedy, trial. And if he is actually guilty, if there is evidence, they will give him the judgment. If there is none, they let the man go. That is what we are asking for, and that's what we have been championing on this channel. That even if this man is guilty, give us evidence and sentence him. He was not the first person that will go to prison. Awolowo has been into prison. Yes, that is the father of Yoruba. The like of Obasanjo, Bole Soyinka went to prison so many times. Gani Fawehinmi has been into prison so many times. So if you want to put this man into prison, give us, if you have enough evidence that he has committed an error or something, let him go to prison. Not that we continuously detain him in the DSS cell. That is my challenge. And I think this matter of protest, Tinubu to some extent is not somebody. It's very, very unfortunate. It's not somebody you can get something from him through protest. Of course, all the whole Nigeria has almost becoming, Nnamdi Kanu, because somebody that couldn't feed himself, somebody that couldn't clothe himself. Somehow, our freedom, financial freedom, our freedom of expression sometimes have been dark. So we are almost all in Nigeria, we have become like him and Nnamdi Kanu. And we cry when they remove subsidy. What did he do? He went to NEPA. He removed subsidy. We cry. Did he listen? He flowed the naira and dollar. We cry. So this man, as simple as that. So I don't think there's any protest that will make Tinubu to yield.
All right, Suma, I don't know what this man has been subjected to. Where he is, I'm talking about the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is a counter protest against human rights protests. Does this undermine the freedom of expression in our democracy?
Yeah, that these are the things we experience, and you will find out that those who come, it's not the first time they have. It's part of politics. When you look at those who have come to counter the protest, you find that they are graduates, a claim exposed person, and this is the contest. Why are you organizing a counter protest? One, is it because you are saying that there's nothing like freedom of expression? Are you telling us that you don't have any right to protest? Are you telling that what the judicial system is in, that the protest that has been going on is right? Let us leave them. Injustice going on. So what is the bone of contention of the protest? So and at this day you begin to wonder, when are we going to gain this freedom? Be free from our this inner colonialism. I would like put the English that we have in our mind when we have adults coming out to do this. And you can see, as Mr. Femi said, Tinubu is the one that likes dialogue. Fine. He might not even have interest in Tinubu for now. It's after 2027 election. Fine. But in amidst this preparation for 2027, at least there is need for us to try to reduce the stigma of Nigerians in diaspora and Nigeria as a country and with citizens as ourselves. So the fight that I'm fighting for is just that. Enough of all this blemish on the Nigerian people, because at the end of the day, they are the one that will go with diplomatic passport and the likes of them. Now we go to carry ordinary citizen passport ECOWAS, and we will be facing all sorts of abuse or all these stereotypes outside the country. So let us try to get things right, and let us follow the constitutional rule, if at all. Even though go respect them, at least to the world. Okay, we are even though you release him and later go and carry another case evidence and say you want to charge him for this or that. That can also happen. If you are keeping someone behind this thing, you need a medical attention. The Nigerian this thing has come out to say, well, this person is suffering for certain illness and the likes. So constitutionally, he has the right for medical care. So you don't deprive a citizen of all that, irrespective of the offense. Either it is being justified by confirmed by the court of law that is guilty or not guilty. Is still a human, and everything that he should go through, free medical and the likes, should be granted to him. If we are going by the foreign way of federalism and democracy and stuff, let us copy it and abide by it to the fullest. If it was this way they did then, when the likes of Abiola, Obasanjo and the likes of if that was the way even the ministry they operated, a lot of these politicians now will not be, there will be no more today. Even as if it was a military, they are bad, but still they see one way or the other obey and follow the constitution. So if they have done otherwise and try to be tyrant in their way and be close their ears and be power hungry and the likes of them, a lot of them they have come out to be people like Buhari, all of them like that. they will not see light of the day by now. So let us just know what we are doing and let us put Nigeria in the right picture.
In the morning, Sowore was on the run. Somebody said Ijapa. Where should we be mocking Sowore or
we shouldn't be
praising him for his bravery?
We shouldn't be mocking Sowore. And people say he will fight and run to fight another day. So he make a very good decision because Nigeria government, they don't care. If Sowore die today, it's just going to be an history. That's the truth of the matter. They will just pack him and they will little cry and everything, and everybody will forget Sowore. So it's better he will not. He didn't wait for bullets to hit himself and die for his own mother, his own father, his own wife and children. I don't know, maybe your father and mother, but that running is necessary. Yes, for him to even have the, boldness to come out and lead and champion that kind of protest. Let me tell you, the protest shake Tinubu. Yes, that's truth of the matter. The protest shaking. That's why he went.
Shake Tinubu.
Do you know that out of all the protests we have been having, recently, there is none that Tinubu went to court to go and secure court injunction to stop. For him to run to court to go and secure injunction, that means it's something.
Is he the one that ran to court or the police?
Who is speaking? Do you think it's Tinubu that will come out and tell you that I want to? No, now when Sowore accuse him of when they call him criminal, is it Tinubu that come out and charge him to court? No, it is government agency. So for that one that does happen, it shows that thing inculcates something into the mind of Mr. President, which I think to some extent he wouldn't want it, because he will not know to what extent that protest is going to be large. How large is the crowd? Because you know that these people have the love and the back of Igbo people. And when something like this happens, you don't know to what extent. And if it happens like that, it might boomerang. Something else something you don't expect may happen. When we started NSAS, it was small. Until the fire escalated and started getting burned, and the thing was like a carnival. Every street, everywhere there was NSAS protest, and before you call that Robinson, it become a national disaster. So nobody will be Mr. President, and we want to witness something like that. And because Sowore is a very clever guy in that area, I told you that is his own feat. That's where if they tell Sowore to be protesting every day, he will be happy to do so. Activism. So, and he went ahead to choose a particular date that's very, very peculiar, 2020. So there is no city president that will hear something like that and will not be a little bit shake. And I think that's why Mr. President and the police went to court, even when they couldn't get the original one. They worked for black market to get court injunction. As I was discussing with some people, they said if Sowore was genuine about the protest, they don't believe he should have made that move by running away from bullets or tear gas.
Although that is how they push Abiola and will anywhere. When they called through, they pull a call through from the US, then I mean UK. I think they don't know. So what's going on, Abiola? Do you think we should interfere in it? He said, "Don't worry, yeah, my brother. We set you. I remember on Green Agbada. Baba no say you are the one that respect the rule of law on Nigerian constitution. Some person did not give a dime about the law. You understand? And when you die in the process, it is not sweet. Yoruba say moja mosala makoju. Akoju ba monja to ba mosa iwo man bogun Lord. In not shell. If as a warrior you should know when to what retreat. You understand? So you cannot reinforce in a same country, irrespective. Let's leave in Nnamdi Kanu'S case outside. Citizen of the country, either they carry the flag of the country, that should be a symbol of you get a loan of peace. They come to perform their civic duty, armless, nothing. They are only using their voice to express themselves and placard. And the next thing in Nigeria, this is 2025, and you started showing police stray bullets, live ammunition, as if it is. Even when the cow are invaded, they did not shoot at them. Human being for that matter, the citizen of your state.
But didn't you foresee this? Didn't you foresee this?
We understand.
As a Nigerian,
we know. But how long, as Oluwa will say, how long shall we keep on with this.
How long?
Yes, how long?
How long?
How long? You know, it's funny actually, but we can't keep on with this. You can be any casualties. Ordinary Kenya doing their problem as tough as it is. Like they are using water to flush the people off the street, and they have rubber bullets gone. But what do we have there? No, tear gas people. It does not do them anything. It does not shake them. Shoot at the people. It does not shake them. They never carry gun. But you were there in some northern states where the government of the state, governor of them, are having discussion with bandits carrying bazooka and the likes of them, bullet, gun, live on television. Fully armed. In the whole world are looking at it. I will say those that we release, we just release them. Yeah. Not because if you force us, we just release them to know that we want to have peace. And you say you have president in this state, Nigeria, that is seen, that is eagle, that is seeing everything. Look at the numbers of the police and force DSS that was present today in Abuja. The people of Okiode, what they call it, they are there. Kwara State. And now I say have people there, like, they give me in Patigi, Bubu, Sharagi, and the likes of them. If I don't do, but that's where I stayed for some years.
But military men were deployed.
They were deployed. But where are they staying? I see contacts from what's going on here now. It's a James said they know they killed a pregnant woman at after that local government, particularly that local government. Hey, how come? They said they send one soldier. The one that asked them that they are killing, they call. The soldiers told them that they did not give them order to go. Imagine, and you know that there is a report of and
you were there to secure people.
Yes, and you said they never give us order. Then the emir and the people were there, they are supposed to send the commander there. They now brought in someone now. The president, Awusa man, I think he said he one hand is amputated, but according to the story, he said to me that it was due to insurgents and the guy is working fine. But in a working country, this shouldn't be happening. Irrespective of the cause of the protest also is not acceptable.
All right, thank you so much. Let me quickly go to the comment section and see what people are saying. Our viewers, Emeka is a gay, is watching us from Canada. Welcome you to the program this evening. Thank you so much for joining us, Emeka, and please join us tomorrow around 7:30. Yeah, we're live. So Nigerian time, 7:30 Nigerian time. We'll be live to discuss issues concerning the nation. Kingsley Smith, you're welcome. Thank you so much. We have a merciful God, Mookie Great, the great one. You're welcome to the program this evening.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for joining us. All right, Mrs. Clara is also here. Good evening to you, Mrs. Clara. I appreciate your presence. Thank you. Our Monday is also watching from Canada. Good evening to you, Our Monday. Thank you for joining us today. All right, I really appreciate you, Suma and Femi. But before you go, kindly appreciate Mr. or Dr. Ike from Caribbean Island. Who blessed us this morning.
It's a good island, very beautiful island. Yes, those are considered the kind of place we should emulate good governance form. It's a very beautiful country. And it's democracy they are practicing, and everything is going on fine. What is the problem of Nigeria?
Anyway,
what is our problem?
Just appreciate we are losing
Thank you
very much.
Thank you for the provision of the drinks
and food.
Thank you very much. May you never experience hunger and thirst in your life. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you. All right, Vincent, good evening to you.
Mike, good evening. I say very good evening to you, and very good evening to our esteemed viewers globally. Good evening, Nigeria.
Good evening, Adekunle Michael. Good evening to all our viewers. Thanks for joining us.
All right, still an update of what's happened in the country. In Abuja, I don't know if people protested in Lagos. Did you witness any protest in Lagos?
Nothing much. Everything, whatever might have been said about the protest is not existed in Lagos, as the case may be. And when you now look at what transpired in Abuja as of today, you will see that we saw a pocket of protest here and there. To the states now brought out their macho, commandeering posture by even tear gassing and releasing gunshots. I believe, Mike, Nigeria is in a pitiable state because if a common protest is now being confronted with a live gunshot and tear gassing, armless protesters, then how much more have they done? You see, what are the right elementary procedure, especially of a government that says that he meant well for the good, collective good of the masses? Is this how government is being run? At times, when people talk leaning on emotion or because of their appendages to a particular party, they forgot to know that whatever we do here, we all have a short time. And history is always, history is something that will always come to the fore, either on the negative or the positive side. Our posterity, I've always hammered on posterity as a very potent page for every human, because whatever activities you got yourself involved, then let's have an humane stance on every posturing that you might be confronted with. But a situation whereby all these absurdities and inanities that currently crop up in our national life on a very on a daily basis is not good for a very good democratic experiment. And I fear if it continues like this, we might be gravitating to a more dear situation, which I might say it might be an archaic impostor.
All right, thank you so much. We heard that the security men clamped down on some protesters, and even the brother of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. I don't know if he's out of the custody of the security men. His lawyer was also arrested, but according to the report we got, he's been released. But why the clamp down, Michael? Why did they clamp down on harmless and innocent protesters? Don't you think we are sliding back to authoritarian rule?
Well, I think it's unfortunate that we had clamped down on some of the protesters, just as you reported. And even if you look at some of the videos that are already online, we saw tear gas, canisters, gunshots at some point, and all of that. Just as you said, to harmless protesters. I think security agencies must understand that things are evolving, and the earlier they realize this, the better. That the method that they have always been used to in clamping down protesters, things are changing. Information spreads faster than they can imagine, and it doesn't represent the nation well in the Committee of Nations. That in 2025, people are still being tear gas, people that are armless are still being chased around just for them not to make their voice heard. But for me, Michael, if you ask me, the protest is to a large extent successful. For me, it's about passing the message, which I believe they have been able to do very, very successfully. The message has been very loud that you cannot continue to keep a man since 2021 without going through the judicial process as fast as possible. And I think that is the message that the protest is all about. It's not about sacking any government or forcefully remove Nnamdi Kanu from where he's being kept, but to pass a message that you cannot, in this modern day Nigeria, be keeping anyone since 2021 just because you are going through the judicial process. As I always said, it is Nnamdi Kanu today, it can be a Kabiru tomorrow, and it can be even a Kamaru by next tomorrow. So we must speak against what is not correct in our nation. Nobody is more Nigerian than any of us. Our leaders are simply privileged to be there by virtue of the fact that we put them there. So they mustn't see themselves as people to lord things over the people from time to time. Rather, they should listen to voice of reasoning and ensure that the proper thing is done, Michael.
Why the crackdown on protesters? Vincent, why?
You see,
Don't they have the right to protest, to demonstrate?
as much as I am not a spokesperson for the APC led government, but I would rather say that this government at one point in time in this country were in the opposition. And I do not think that what is being meted out by this government against dissenting voice is the same way they were treated when they were in the opposition. And at times, I cannot even place it where they drew this kind of their stance from. I want to believe that in all ramifications, they have not been permissive to dissenting voice, and which is not good for a democratic experiment. When you now look at the entire organogram, it's a shame of a nation when you cannot embrace a contrary view, because I believe in every civilized clime and where democracy is birth, I think we still have the same majority who have their way, but the minority who have their say. And I think in this part of the climb, it's not being upheld. And you can see with their body language, even their actions so far. It picks me as a person. It offends my sensibility as a citizen of this country. Does it mean that we are now acting or operating under the umbrella of docility, where our voice cannot be heard again? Which shows that they are already living in the moon, where we are still on the planet Earth. And you can see the distance of the Earth to the moon is quite far. And it's a sad commentary on our nation, and it's a shame, and it's a sham of the democracy.
All right, gentlemen, how else with what we witnessed today, tear gassing, shootings, radically, how else can we demand for justice? How else can we protest without being branded as enemies of the state?
You see, Mike, you say how else can we be branded without it? Because these people, I don't even know at times if they claim they are educated to some extent, and they are behaving like somebody who has not even passed the front of the school, and you begin to wonder what kind of operations are they bringing to the fore. If you must be in government is centered around service. It's not two way. It's not the other way around. When we say we want to we want to run a government, you are there. You are every reaction must be people centered. A situation whereby you cannot be permissive to people's opinion and yearnings. It shows that you ought to be even in the animal kingdom. There are ways they do their things. There are ways rules are. They follow their thing. But here now, Nigeria is now turning into a kind of a jungle where every known sane voices is being filtered away. And then what we now have is jungle justice. I'm afraid I don't see any other tool that we average Nigerians can use in venting or ventilating our anger against an obnoxious policy, against a tyrannical tendencies in this country. And I'm afraid if we continue this way, Nigeria will be graduating into a kind of an holocaust.
Yeah, there are two tools we use to demand or to call the attention of our government to apply it. Number one is protest, and the second one is strike. But it seems the protest is not working anymore, especially under the administration of the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, and this current administration. Gentlemen, how else can we demand justice? How else can we protest, demonstrate to the government that we are not comfortable with this kind of situation? We are not comfortable with what is going on without being branded as terrorists, agitators, or enemies of the state.
I'm going to speak to our leaders, and they must tread very, very cautiously. They must not destroy this democracy that people pay, even some people pay with their lives. The president is in the saddle today. Some people are not privileged enough to be alive, and yet their blood will speed for this democracy that we are seeing. And that is why I'm advising the political class not to destroy this democracy. Part of what distinguishes democracy from the military government. It's freedom of expression, and peaceful protest is part of such expression. And when you begin to clamp down on peaceful protest, you are the one putting democracy at risk, unfortunately so. And I think they should tread very, very cautiously. History may not be kind to them the way they are going about this democracy. You know the saying that the worst of democracy is still better than the best of military. And I have always said that statement must have been from the pit of hell. Practitioners of this democracy have proven over time, over the years, that some of them are worse than the military government. And all the things that they have always accused the military for, and I stand to be corrected, virtually all the things that they have accused the military of, is it corruption? Is it suppressing free speech? Is it clamping down on protests and all of that? Everything that they have always accused the military of, they have done worse than such. And I think that is why they must, in my view, tread very, very cautiously and not pose a serious threat to this democracy, Michael.
All right, let us get your own view as regards this protest that went down in Nigeria, specifically the Federal Capital Territory, today. All right, and you have the opportunity to call us this evening via this number 091 I repeat, 091 Just WhatsApp. You can call us on WhatsApp, not the regular call. You can call us on 091 For the sake of people abroad, it is plus 234 That's via WhatsApp. All right, we move down to the comment section. Ken, Sowore should go to the Olympics. He will do better. The guy forgot his shoes while running for his miserable life. Wow. Why did he run? Why did he run?
Why wouldn't he?
Now you run now.
Because let me tell you one thing. Nigeria, at times, I did mention on this platform. I don't want to. There are some aspects of Sowore that I don't really align with, even though he's championing the cause. And I did mention that if you put Sowore activism on a plane of rationality, I think it will either 50-50 for and 50 against. For me, as a person, my opinion though. But one thing is that when you look at it will amount to sheer madness for you that you are harmless to confront somebody that is fully armed to the teeth. Because if you confront somebody that is fully armed to the teeth and you want to engage that person in a fight, a kind of a struggle, I mean, what are the chances rate of you winning such a fight? It shows that for somebody that has his five senses very much intact, it's like taking a suicide attempt. It's like committing a harakiri. Because to me, I believe that what went down today is not. Is not good. No matter the way we might look at it, it's not good in all ramifications. And I believe that that protest, though, no matter they say there's nothing like a small protest or a big protest, but it has sounded a warning. I just hope and I hope that the authorities at the saddles of power will listen, because power is transient. Today it is ABC, tomorrow they might not be the one. We once had when PDP had sway here in this country. We had at the time they said they were going to do position here, and what became of them. Then if they should also study what happened. But power is not forever; it's for a moment. People were there before them, and they should always learn that posterity is there to speak of whatever activities you have been that you do while you sway.
All right, so we'll still move down to the comment section. Yeah, was Damian Osas saying this evening? Damian Osas, one of our esteemed viewers there. He says, every Nigerian's right to protest when things are not working. Why would you make mockery of a national exercising, of a nation exercising its human rights? Okay, that's what I think he was trying to write there. It's every Nigerian's right to protest when things are not working? Why would you make mockery of people exercising their rights? Okay, we'll move down to Omoregbe Igbinoba, and it says is really a jungle justice, Mr. Vincent.
Thank you very much.
You're actually saying the truth. That's what he's saying there, and it says the whole world is watching us. I'm talking about Omoregbe Igbinoba.
Yes.
The whole world is watching us. We are operating a military system. Wow. All right, Damian Osas goes on. There is currently 5 doctors to 10,000 Nigerians, and you think protesting is a joke. Is Nigeria working in your eyes? Okay, I think he's talking to someone there. Ken, and what's Ken saying? What did Ken say this evening that made Damian Osas to respond to his comment? Sowore should go to the Olympics. He will do better. The guy forgot his shoes while running for his miserable life. Okay, that's what he said. All right, gentleman Mike. What else? That's what people are asking. What else after this protest? Did this protest yield any meaningful or positive result?
As I said, the message has been passed.
It hasn't passed.
Yes, and I think that is what is important. The whole essence was never to tear down the government of the day, but to pass a message and make the voice strong enough for those institutions responsible for the continuous incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu'S to come alive. Or perhaps they've been sleeping or dead before now. I think it's a wake-up call for them to come alive and let there be speedy whatever they want to do. If they don't have any concrete evidence against the man, it should be let off the hook and let him go home. If they think they do, then his trial should come up speedily, and that's where we are, Michael.
Thank you so much, gentleman Mike.
Thank you, Mike. I want to say one thing here, that for anything that a man does, he should always know that there is always a day that you are going to give account, either here or eternity.
All right, turn to the viewers. If you want the evening belt to continue, please tell us in the comment section. Drop your comment in the comment section. If you love the evening program and you want it to continue, let us know your view concerning it. All right, we'll act on it. Thank you. Gentle.
Anytime.
You're welcome.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Michael.
Good evening.
Yes.
You are used to the morning program.
Yes. Mr. Mike, good evening, Mr. Mike. And our viewers and sisters, I'm saying good evening to all of you there, and your regular global analyst, Mr. Omoyele. God bless you.
Wow. Sowore was on the run. I don't know if you were in support of the protest this morning.
Ojapa.
Ah.
Ojapa.
Why did you say Ojapa?
Boats.
He was calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu'S now.
Oh, like I said in the morning, I said if somebody different have done that, I wouldn't criticize it. I'm in support of release of Nnamdi Kanu'S. Okay, and you can see my expression in all I've been analyzing about the release of Nnamdi Kanu'S. I don't think he didn't owe me any apology, but he owed some vibrant youth who are the future of Nigeria. He owed them apology. Okay, which I want to admit, and I want to agree that in life we are not perfect. During our agitation or our protesting time, sometimes you can easily come and make some expensive mistake, which I want to agree that he has made, and also he is equally regretting, and that is one. Number two, thank God you are a journalist. You've been in everywhere. You observe the situation of Agege, Yanopaja, Ikeja, and other places in Lagos. There's no any team of so-called releasing Nnamdi Kanu'S.
No, I think it's not meant for Lagos, have you? March to Abuja. It's not march in Lagos.
No,
let's march to Abuja.
I know.
So if you're in Lagos, march to Abuja. If you're in Port Harcourt, anywhere, just march to Abuja.
Because I want to correct some impression on some analysts have just left the stand. You know what I mean? If you could remember during the past president, may so rest in peace. That is the person of Muhammadu Buhari. This father was killed in the eastern part of Nigeria, Wolak. Yes, Wolak. Where he was killed. So some people now have raised some false allegation against the federal government of Nigeria today that they have do what is called counter protest. Okay, I want you to understand that I put a call to Abuja today. I have some of the Easterners that are my friends, some Northerners friends,
some that they are not even Easterners, that they are part of the counter protest, and the counter protest is not being raised or being arranged by the federal government of Nigeria. You should understand that this man that was killed, there's blood running in his vein. He has family. He has family. And aside from that, there are other people, even in the eastern part, that they are being denied their expression, what the so-called Nnamdi Kanu'S agitation are, the damages which he has caused them. The so-called sit down at home, not going to school, not going to your business, not going to perform your duty in every blessed day. The damages which all those protests equally cost to those individuals. So such people easily they can easily meet together and come out to show their expression and their anger towards the turnout of what's it called, Omoyele Sowore, because he has his own personal selfish agenda. Yes, he has his own personal selfish agenda, and I will tell you wholeheartedly, Omoyele Sowore is not a woman rights activist. He's not fighting for so-called Nigeria.
Who was he fighting for?
You understand me? He has his own personal selfish interest. Don't forget, at the time he was also contesting for president. Yes, and he still have that agenda of contesting. And ever since I've known Omoyele Sowore, these guys can sabotage people's efforts. Yes, I just want Nigerians to have this in their hand. So I'm not trying to say the protest of Nnamdi Kanu to be released that is not necessary or is not important. It is, but I stand on my word. He went extremely too far and too deep earlier on why he started this agitation. Okay, that is number one. Number two, we are all humans, because what happened to Nnamdi Kanu today can happen to me or whosoever tomorrow. And we need to address things from the grassroots and from the bottom of the spot of the root where it should be addressed. We've seen northern parts of Nigeria today. We talk about the bandits, the Boko Haram, and so many not, whereby they are being given amnesty. All these things, we need to put an end to it, because now we have addressed the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, we've addressed the issue of Samuel. Do you understand me? We have addressed.
Have we really addressed the issue of Nnamdi Kanu?
To an extent,
we just embarked on a protest.
It's embarked on a protest, but
I wouldn't say we really passed a message passed. But what's the result of the protest?
Yes, the flow of the protest.
There was a clampdown on protesters. Yeah. I don't know if you are aware of that.
Thank God. I'm aware, but let me just give a response about this. In 2023, during the NSAS protest, right? During the NSAS protest, you and I witnessed what happened during the protest. We've seen how some unknown state actors have come together to conspire and to hijack the protest. And we all see the damages which they caused Nigeria, which they caused each state in Nigeria. Up to now, a lot of Nigerians have not escaped those losses, those damages. Okay, and now this protest is stated in Federal Capital Authority in Abuja, before the presidential villa there. And the security agency need to be careful about the agitation or the protest of this so-called harassment of Omoyele Sowore. Yes, and the security agency, they were fully on ground, and if they did not go extreme, I don't think they will not be shot. They will not shot at anybody. Okay, and even while Omoyele Sowore was running for his life, if the security agency have told you that this is how far you can go before the protest, that's okay. Nobody says you should not protest, but this is how far you can go.
All right, because of our time, let me quickly talk to Oji Olajide, the global analyst on the street this evening. This administration, the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, claims to be transparent. Yeah, claims to be transparent, but why the clamp down on protesters? Are they afraid of the Nigerians? Are they afraid of the protesters? What's the reason? Why did they clamp down on the protesters?
Mr. Mike, every country, every sane country is run on laws. Whether you call it Act of Assembly or Constitution. And in our own case as well, our country is run on Constitution with provisions on different areas of our national life, our rights, our do's and don'ts, and one of them is our right of protest.
Peaceful protest.
Peaceful, yes, peaceful, no housing.
not rioting.
Rioting, peaceful protest.
Peaceful protest.
And as a democratic person, somebody that is democratic in nature, I'm talking about President.
Not necessarily that. I'm talking of the grand law of the country that states that stipulates.
Is it not supposed to allow the protesters to demonstrate?
I'm building. Okay. I'm saying the grand law of the country is the law that by which the country is run, and there are provisions that other constitution that talk of different things. One of them is our right of protest. Nigerians, what does that mean? At that moment we feel that we are not comfortable, we have different understanding of what is going on concerning the governance of the country. We come out, we express it in a peaceful process. One of them is the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. Somebody felt that he had been detained for so many years, close to about 4 years or maybe above 4 years. And so we now want to express our protest about it. Somebody initiated this, and people of like minds agree with him. Don't forget, we have a right of association, Mr. Mike. We have a right of association, right of protest. So somebody has already seen that, look, this man has been detained more than that's his opinion anyway. And people of like mind came together and joined him. So we have a right of protest to do that. Then what is important is that government must now listen to the genuity of that process. Of that protest. What are we putting for? What are we submitting to government as basis of our protest? The kind has been the same for so long. Now it's now left for government to now come out and tell us reasons why that detention has to come about. Whether it's being tried under some laws, under some offenses that it cannot be bailed until the decision process run to an end. Government deserve the right to listen to us and address our grievances. That's what government must do. It's not by suppressing our process on any issue.
With what we saw today, did the government address the issue?
That's what I'm saying. The people who organize the process, I don't know how the people went about it, because in a state society, when you say you want to exercise constitutional provision of your right of protest, you will choose a place where you want to hold it. Not rioting the for protest.
Did they cause any riots?
I'm just trying to say.
Okay.
You must choose where you want to hold it, and you now ask the security agencies to come and give you a security cover with your placard, everything.
Were they even given the chance?
See, Mr. Mike, you trying to exercise your rights. There are ways you must exercise it to make sure you don't infringe the rights of other people. Everybody don't have this. No, it's not everybody that believe in that protest.
Did you watch the video?
I've seen now. This money.
You saw where and the likes were running away.
Mr. Mike, if you are
were they with guns?
Mr. Mike, were they with weapons? Mr. Mike, the issue is this: if you are organizing a protest, you must specify how you want to organize a protest. Are you staying?
They did.
Mr. Mike. Okay. Mr. Mike.
Okay, Mr. Mike. Sorry about that.
Mr. Mike.
All right.
Are you staying? Are you holding your protest in a specified place, location? Number one. Or are you going to go along the streets? If you are going along the streets, there's tendency that you can be swelling into people's property who can hijack it and turn into violence and rioting. So you must test where you want to hold this. Up by bus stop, yeah. Okay, that's where we are holding a protest. Then police can come and protection around you, cover for you, and then your placard and the newspaper people you have invited to come and film you. That's one option. If you say also we go along the street, that will be dangerous, because as you are going, hoodlums can join you and sell you the money, and when the hoodlums can join you, they will be selling into houses to shop and be burning and be losing and be killing and destroying people. I don't know how Sowore and co organize the protest. I'm not one of them. But supposing they have chosen a place and that none of them will move away from that point, I don't see it will result to shooting. It must have been that they were doing along the yes. It must have been that they were trying to be going along the streets. And then in that case, miscreants will join them.
Hoodlums will join them.
So they averted it.
That means I don't know how. I'm saying I don't know how which way they.
And that was why they started shooting.
Look,
right?
I'm not saying this. By the time you begin to do along the road, everybody will join you. But if you are in a particular place, what to do is at least you leave that place. You want to register your presence to government. People will see you. Newsmen will will go there and cover you. And police will be. And we have seen protesters all over other countries.
All right, sorry, because of time, let's quickly go to the comment section. This listener says, Chai, Adebayo, why? Why are you like this? We are relying on this type of channel to get realistic information about the happenings in Nigeria without sentiment. Why are you like this, Adebayo? All right, we move down to Yorubalia. What was he saying? He was saying they can bully this government to surrender because he's a Yoruba. No, get ready. Dash. All right, another way Universe says, Mr. Lagide, in all this you are saying, the country isn't working. Is the country working? That's what Omoyele is trying to say there. All right, anyway, anyone against the protest is a confused person, says that's open well. And we move down to Gladys Oyabo. Why not speak out loud to be heard? All right, I think she's talking about the protesters. I don't know what she's talking about there. We move down to Yariba. How many times did I call you? Dash. Unfortunately, we still have backward people like dash in Nigeria. On to the next one, Oluwashino Craig. Have you heard from dash? Okay, you're right. Ends where others begin. She already disrupted people going to work. What if someone had hospital emergency in a safe country? You need permit to protest.
No, I don't agree with that. It's like
Antman on this.
I don't agree with that. What I'm saying is that if you want process to be done, you must choose a place of a location where you should be it be held. And then see protection. By the time you swim from that place onto the streets, who don't miss will take it over from you, they will hijack from you and they'll be selling into properties, people properties and homes, and be burning down and causing chaos. Probably that is where police have to have coming and be not being to disperse them from the streets. I'm sure they must have strayed into the streets. If supposing look at 2012, they were there permanently at one place. They didn't leave Ojota Park to other places now. And yet the whole nation knew that something was going on in the whole country. But unlike when you don't leave as a class person want to do it and begin to do it along the streets, that you are a person who comes at miscreant. Probably that's where police now have to now come in and fight the people. So organizers of the protest, I don't know how we went about this. There must have been some flaws the way they went about it.
All right, thank you so much, Oje Olajide. I really appreciate.
Sorry, before me leaving, let me just quickly leave the viewers with this. You see, I pray that God will restore peace in Nigeria, and Nigeria will never split, will ever be one. But let's see, and let's try to manage peace in this country. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. All right, Adebayo. All right, good evening to you.
Yeah.
Good evening to all our viewers. God bless you. God bless you.
All right,
Welcome to see you again this evening.
yeah, evening belt. What do you have to say about the protest that went down today?
Me?
Answer.
Okay, yeah. My name is Asa. I want to thank all our viewers. Greeting to all our viewers. You know, Mr.
Before anything, we need to appreciate Mr. Ike in Caribbean Island.
Mr. Ike in Caribbean Island,
Very
we appreciate you. May the Lord Almighty bless you and replenish your pockets. Thank you very much. You know, I said it in the morning, Mr. Mike, that Sowore, however, anybody may judge it. He has touched my heart. What I appreciate in him is breaking the barrier of tribalism that is reigning in Nigeria. A Yoruba man coming out to say what my brother is feeling inside GSS is what I'm feeling. When it is paining you, it is paining me also. It didn't answer as it depend them, it is sweet us, and as it is sweet us, it depend them. The music, I appreciate the musician, But I don't like people to say, to live that kind of life. There is I know one man who has a nickname. His nickname is man where they laugh when people they cry. Man where they laugh when people they cry. It means when people are crying, he is laughing. And when they are laughing, he's crying. I don't like it. So what I mean is this. If we call ourselves people of the same country, we should feel for one another. A person, your brother, has been detained since 2021. Trying is not trying. Releasing is not released. Has he committed offense? Let the court approve and let him be judged. Should he be? Let him be free. Why should a human being that have wife and children be detained like that till this day? And what everybody can condemn, judging others sometimes may be easy. Mr. Mike, if I tell you a story that I can't tell here, that name now I can't mention it, but the person knows himself. One of the people that has become a great politician and a great leader in Nigeria today, during the time of Babangida, ran for his life with boxer, and he passed through a kitchen to run. The person knows it. As I'm saying it, the person will remember. And all of us condemn. Why should you oppress your fellow citizen like that? That's what I was saying concerning Babangida. Why should a responsible person run like this for his life with a boxer? So, what Nnamdi Kanu'S is going through today, many also have gone through the same route today. There are people in our country, don't follow them, eye service people. I don't like it. But they always support the most powerful one. When you are in power, whatever you do, they will support you, they will appreciate, because they want their own, they want to satisfy their own stomach. It shouldn't be so. We should feel for everybody. Okay. When it is bad for your brother, we should feel it. That's why all of us should come and say, government, people in authority, that person, Nnamdi Kanu, is also one of your black brother. If it's not the same, if you say he's not a Nigerian, he's your black brother. The blood that is running in his vein is the same that is running in your vein.
All right, because
so
of
think
our,
of it.
All right, because of our time, let's quickly talk
Good evening, Mr. Mike.
Good
evening, our viewers.
These are people exercising their constitutional right.
Yes.
But why were they treated as threats?
Yes, it beat my imagination, and this is to tell you that we have gravitated to an autocratic system of government. You understand, no longer democracy. Of course, because the beauty of democracy is, the fact that it's a government of the people. The people should have a right to say that we should go by the book. We have a constitution that governs us. You understand? And the people, according to the law, we have certain rights. You understand? If things are not done right, to come out, one of it is to protest. And it was a peaceful protest. I tell you, what the Nigerian police did today was premeditated. They started tear gassing these people when they were less than 10. I watched the video. They were already sitting, calling people to come and meet them in the locations where they want. Their first surprise was that when, they designed locations where they are going to carry out the protest, the police went ahead of them and barricaded all the locations with electric fencing. Unfortunately, an innocent person who was not part of the protest was the one affected by the electric fencing. You can imagine what we call our security is doing to us, the level of inhumanity they are doing to us. You understand? But whichever way, it was a successful protest. The message has been passed. Now, unfortunately, instead of listening to the people and do the right thing, we saw what the government, it was obvious, everybody, the 6 coastal bus, very organized. Nobody will say this is not for the government.
Counter protest.
6 coastal buses, so organized. These people came down, they were paid to do that. You understand? Instead of doing the needful, these people came out. Even if you will not release him, can you let Nigerians know why you will not want to release him?
Are you sure?
You understand?
Were sponsored?
Very much sponsored. Now, you know what protest is in this country. Look at the level of organized. I told you, so organized. 6 coastal buses. They were brought in. All of them were carrying Nigerian flag. So organized. You understand? So you know that these people have been paid to do what they are sent to do. You understand? And it's so unfortunate. Democracy is a social contract where we agree, with the people who are governing us on certain things. But unfortunately, they have decided to coerce everybody and want to do their bidding. That is why I say it's autocracy, not democracy anymore. It is their bidding they are doing, irrespective of how we think or whichever way. I can tell you, if our founding fathers were to be alive, they would have regretted the decision they made to fight for independence. Because this is what with it's a disaster. Nnamdi Kanu'S would have recanted his statement if he was alive today, when he said the worst democracy is better than the best military. If he was alive today, he would recant that statement he made. You understand? Because we can see to it now that the democratic leaders we have are worse than the military people. Far worse than them.
All right, we saw what happened. People were dispersed, people were chased away, gunshots, tear gas, and all of that. But were they able to pass their messages to government?
See, God will bless you. See what really happened. See, we're in Nigeria. See, everything must come and go. See, how long are we going to pay for our freedom? Can you imagine now? Somebody is trying to let you know that the reality on ground is not what we are expecting. The justice is lost. Nigeria justice is lost. Can you imagine? Counter-attack. See, it's like the government is every day they are depopularized. They are not popular anymore. Ordinary peaceful demonstration, let this young man go. At the end of the day, it's lost like a battlefield. People were running. Can you see people were running like this? A country versus a country. Can you imagine? You see, the present administrator is trying to let Nigeria counter themselves. Nigeria versus Nigeria. That is their plan. But our whole plan is that we must defeat them because they are intruder. They came through the legal way. We thought they came with a language change. We need a change. We want Nigeria to be really the most prosperous black nation on earth, the giant of Africa. We have all the capacity, and then most of us follow that trap. See what we are experiencing now. And I thank God it's part of the acts for on 2027, they will be out of the corridor of power. Because now millions of Nigerians know that we don't have government here. All we have is demonstration of craziness, not democracy here.
All right, thank you so much, Oluwawan.
God bless.
Go.
Yeah, the night has come.
Yeah,
has come. I can even see it more brighter. The back of the situation. We're happy because
love the ambience.
Don't you see the motor lights? The atmosphere change.
All right.
Bless all of you.
All right, I really appreciate all of you
Yeah.
joining me this evening. Thank you so much, Femi. Thank you, John James. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And to the viewers who joined us this evening, we say a big thank you for joining us. The likes of Gladys Oyabo, also Obinwa Yorubali, and Nam Amorebe Vinova, also Obinwa, Oscar Blackbone, Unwa Umbaka, Mrs. Tina also joined us this evening. She sent me a private message. She's watching it as we speak. Thank you so much for joining us, Mrs. Tina. We appreciate you. Kingsley Smith, in the United Kingdom. Thank you also for joining us, Oscar. I really appreciate your presence this evening. Sunday, you also joined us. Oluwashina Craig, we say thank you to you for joining the Frank Prince. Frank, how you doing, sir?
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. All right, I'll be back here tomorrow. That's tomorrow morning, right? For the morning edition of the program. Like I said earlier on, if you want this uh, program to continue, the evening edition, that's evening belt. I call this evening belt. If you want this to continue, this tell us. You can chat me on my WhatsApp. It is the number is 091 27 42 0575. If you love the program, please share it to your loved ones, share it to people, let them know about what is going on at City Stand. All right, gentlemen, says Mr. Mike, the evening show is a good idea. People in America, Canada, etc. can watch your show live. All right, yeah, for the sake of people that don't have the opportunity to watch us in the morning, they can watch us in the evening. All right, that's a good idea. All right, if you want it to continue, let us know. Let us know. You can chat me via the number I called. It is pinned right in the comment section. Okay, Chuku Ozo, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. And to Nnamdi Ositandima, thank you so much as well. All right, like I said, we'll be back here tomorrow with more interesting stories. Michael Adekunle remains my name. I'm the anchor of the program. Please stay safe and have a good night's rest. Goodbye.
Yes, because of course this was not the type of Nigeria they never aspire for after we and for the web. I am asking what is the Yoruba riot? What is the program? What is the Yoruba riot? What is the Facebook? The first, you don't know what the first, what is it? It was to save because there was a plan to invade the Western region. Northern military, the Malari. Remember the riot? The fight between Achintola and Aolo. You understand that what made them take Aolo? When they look at what led to the president, what are the things that
What is my telling me is that
they are witness wars.
They are the wars of political owners. Absolutely right. And that was
Let's explain now one than this one.
This one.
The Yoruba riot. It was managed. There was a way the military in the south managed after many days. And that was even one of the things that led to the initial plan of the first was to even release the coup plot and release it to them. Because the coup was well. The original plan is that after the coup, they will release Awolowo from prison in Calabar and make him president. That even if he refused, they will use military decree. It is not a mess you are seeing now. You can never compare what happened that were there people who came out to address it? What is it? See, that problem. You know, the northern people were backing Akintola because